I know exactly how it feels to be overweight. I know exactly how it feels. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jasmine. I lost 100 pounds naturally, meaning no weight loss surgery, no appetite suppressant pills, no lipo, no Ozempics, no nothing. I exercised, got me a personal trainer, and changed what I ate. I've been vegan for 2.5 years. And let me tell you, I love it on this side. I love it on this side. But if you're struggling to get to this side, this video is for you, okay? When I was at my heaviest, 340 pounds, and I'm 6'3", I started when I was 30. When I was 340 pounds, you guys, life was miserable. I couldn't even imagine being any bigger than what I was because I was miserable. Everything hurt. My knees hurt, my lower back hurt. Just getting out of the car was hard. I had a car that was very low to the ground. I used to drive a Dodge Charger. If you've seen that car is very low, and I'm 6'3". Getting in and out of the car was so hard. Like, it was a hassle. Going up a flight of stairs, oh my gosh, you cancel Christmas on that. I would be so winded, out of breath. You guys, I've been there. I know exactly how it feels. Then on top of that, it's like you're addicted to food. So it's like you don't want to eat it, but you're craving it because it's going to make you feel better. So you eat it anyways. You eat it in private. Like, I never liked to be eating around people because I felt like I was eating too much and I thought they were going to judge me, and I didn't want to be judged. So you eat this food that you know you shouldn't be eating, but it tastes so good in the moment and it makes you feel so good in the moment. And then after you're done, you feel guilty because it's like another day where I said I was going to lock in and lose this weight and I've already failed. You guys, I never ate vegetables. For breakfast, I would go to McDonald's and get me a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Sometimes I would get two. I would get 3 hash browns. I would either get a soda if the damn frappe machine wasn't working, because it never worked. So I would either get a Sprite, but if the frappe machine was working, I would get a caramel latte. For lunch, I would go to Chick-fil-A or I would go to Chipotle. And for dinner, I would do some type of takeout, whether it was like America's Best, and I would get wings and fried fish and French fries. And where in that combination of all the food I just listed off was there a vegetable? There wasn't one. And for dessert, I can't go to bed before I eat dessert. What kind of madness is that? That is absurd. I have to eat dessert. Duh. The day is not complete without dessert. It would either be Ben and Jerry's ice cream, cakes, cookies, apple pies, danishes. Like, it was, and it wasn't just one. It was never just one. It was multiple. Been there. I know how it feels. I know exactly how it feels to be overweight. I was a heavy breather. Like, people would ask me if I was okay because I was breathing so loud, just sitting down doing nothing. And I got to the point where I couldn't even breathe through my nose. Like, I had to keep my mouth open to get enough air because I didn't feel like I was getting enough air. And I was convincing myself that my nose was stopped up. That's why I can't just breathe through my nose and keep my mouth closed. No, it was because I was extremely overweight. But I was convincing myself that it was because I had a stuffy nose that day, right? I know exactly how it feels, and I never want to go back there. Never want to go back there. So how did I pull myself out of that? I've got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I really believe that if you want to change your life, you can't just be ready to lose weight. You have to be past that. Like, if the bar is 10 of wanting to lose weight, you have to be at a 50, because I'm telling you, I yo-yo dieted for years. I was on a diet every other month. I would lose 10 pounds, gain 20. It was a never-ending cycle, and I was constantly getting bigger and bigger and bigger month after month. You have to get to a point where you are so desperate to be ready to lose weight that you don't want to do anything else. You have to get to the point where you are so disgusted with what you see in the mirror. And I'm not even just talking about to the point like where you're beating yourself up mentally, but you are just tired. You are just so fucking tired of looking at yourself in the mirror and asking yourself, why am I doing this to myself? I don't like this. You have to be so ready to change yourself, not just physically, but mentally, because I'm telling you, the number one reason why you are overweight and you are overeating is because you have not healed whatever traumas you're going through. I learned through counseling that I was using food as a way to deal with being stressed. I was using food as a way to deal with being sad. I was using food as a way to deal with anxiety. I was using food as a way to deal with boredom. I was using food as a way to deal with self-doubt. Everything that I was trying to avoid, I was using food to cope with it. And you are too. You are too. Because no one is born wanting to be overweight. Because being overweight is not fun. You can handle it for a little while, like in your early 20s. Sure. Your body is young. Like you can deal with it. But let's be real. Try that shit at 30. I'm 33, by the way. Try that shit at 30 and see how you feel. Not so good. Not so good. Not so good. You have to be ready to work on your mental health if you want to get out of this overweight, obesity thing that you got going on. Because it's way more mental health than anything else. But you can do it. But I bet you've convinced yourself that you can't. All of these success stories that you've seen online or even with your friends or your family, maybe you know people who have lost a lot of weight, you have convinced yourself that they can do it, but you're not going to be able to do that because you don't believe in yourself and because you're insecure. And I was insecure too. And you want to know why you're so insecure? You want to know why you lack self-esteem? I'm going to tell you why you lack self-esteem. You are insecure because you do not keep the promises that you make to yourself. That's why you're insecure. Because time and time again, you let yourself down. I know exactly how that feels. Time and time again, year after year, you say you're going to lose weight. Your New Year's resolution is always, I'm going to lose weight. Yet the year goes by and you don't do anything different than what you did last year. So now here you are another year feeling down in the dumps because you have failed to keep the promise that you made to yourself. So you give up. And you start to believe that you're going to always be overweight. You're going to always be obese. You're going to always be tired. You're going to always be hurting. Even though you've seen so many people lose 100 pounds, 200, 300 pounds, that can't be your story because you can't do it, right? Now you're telling yourself what you can't do. Do you see how you're beating yourself up in this process? Do you get where I'm going with this? You are continuously beating yourself up and convincing yourself that you can't do what you see hundreds of other people do. But you have told yourself that you can't do this thing. But you can do this thing. I'm here to tell you that you can. I am no different than you. But like I said, you have to get to a point on your journey where you are so sick and tired of being sick and tired. If you're not there yet, maybe it's not your year. If you want to keep convincing yourself that life is great, then this isn't your year. It's not your year. You're not there yet. And hopefully you'll still be alive to be there when you're ready. But nobody can make you lose the weight unless you are truly ready to lose the weight. Your husband can't make you do it. Your boyfriend can't make you do it. Your kids can't make you do it. Your friends can't make you do it. Your doctor can't make you do it. You have to want to do it for you. Nobody can change you but you. And you want to know why else you're struggling with trying to lose weight? You want to know what else? Because you're scared of change. What if, just imagine this, what if you woke up one day and you actually stuck to the plan? What if you woke up one day and you ate healthy for breakfast? What if you ate healthy for lunch and dinner and went to the gym? What if you started drinking water and let go of the soda? What if you lost 20 pounds? What if you were finally able to fit into a pair of jeans that you haven't been able to wear in years? What if? What if you're able to walk and not be in pain? What if you're able to walk by a box of cookies and not eat them all? What if? That would be great, right? I know, because I've been there and I know how it feels, and it is great. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I want that for you. But you have to want it for yourself. You can watch all the videos you want about how to lose weight, how to burn fat, how to eat better. But you already know what to do. You already know what to do. You're just not doing it because you don't believe in yourself. You don't think you're worthy of a happier and healthier life. And I can't make you feel like you are. You have to feel it. You have to believe that you deserve to change. But change is really scary because you may not know how it feels to be healthy. You might have been overweight and obese your entire life. You have been used to eating like shit your entire life. You've convinced yourself you don't even like healthy food, but that's not true. You've convinced yourself of that. You would rather have the cookies and the cakes and the soda. You don't want water. You don't want vegetables. You've convinced yourself that you don't like vegetables. Out of all the vegetables in the produce section, you have convinced yourself that you don't like none of them. That's not true. You do. Did you put a tomato on your burger? Probably, or some lettuce or onions, mushrooms. Okay. Okay. You like vegetables. You do. You like fruit too. Out of all the fruit in the produce section, you're not going to sit here and tell me there's not one fruit that you don't like. I don't believe you. You just prefer the cookies and the cakes. Let's just be real. But don't sit here and say you don't like it. You do. But I promise you this. If you make those changes, if you finally commit to the promise that you make to yourself, you are going to be so much happier. There has not been not one person that I have ever met, and I'm sure you have ever met, that has told you that they regret losing 100 pounds. No one's going to tell you that because you feel better. It's not you look better, but you also feel better because now you have this newfound self-confidence that you never had before. You have proven to yourself that you can do something that you said you wanted to do. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take that away from you. That is a feeling that I can't even describe. I believe in myself so much more today because I lost 100 pounds. Because even when it got hard, I still stuck with it and did what I needed to do. Nobody can tear me down. Nobody can knock me off my rocker. My confidence is from here to freaking Pluto because I proved to myself for 2.5 years that despite how I feel, I am going to show up for myself because I deserve this. I deserve to be happy and I deserve to be healthy. And you do too. But you have to want it for yourself. So I hope that you change. I hope that you overcome your fears. I hope that you decide to put yourself first. And for some of us, that's the first time in our life. Because we're so used to doing for other people, doing for our friends, doing for our partners, doing for our kids. Well, I don't have any kids, but you see where I'm going with this, right? You're so used to doing for everybody else that you don't do for you. So I hope that you take it upon yourself to change. Because I promise you, I pinky swear, you will love it on this side. You will love it here. I promise you will not look back and be like, I would rather be overweight. You won't. So I hope this helps. I hope you change. I hope you put yourself first. I hope you push through. It's going to be one of the hardest things you ever did. But I promise you, you will look back and be glad that you did. If you liked this video, feel free to subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye.